As the weather turns crisp, most women think fall fashion means buying more layers, but elegance comes from choosing fewer, smarter pieces. In this guide, I'll show you 9 essentials every elegant woman over 50 needs this fall, and how they work together like puzzle pieces to complete your wardrobe. Chapter 1. Structured Knit Blazer. When you reach for a blazer in the fall, the temptation is to pull out something stiff, boxy, and traditional. But those old blazers often feel more like armour than style, and they don't always flatter the body after 50. What you want instead is a structured knit blazer. It has the clean lines of tailoring, but with a softer knit that moves with you. The result is polish without stiffness, comfort without losing shape. Think of this piece as the modern bridge between a cardigan and a suit jacket. Where a cardigan can feel too casual and a classic blazer too rigid, the knit blazer lands right in the middle. It elevates your jeans on the weekend, yet works just as well layered over wide leg trousers for a dinner out. It's versatile enough to carry you from day to evening, and it avoids that trying too hard look that older women often want to escape. Colour and fit matter here. Black and navy will always have their place, but I recommend exploring softer neutrals like camel or grey, which feel warm and approachable. A double-breasted cut can add presence, but because the knit drapes more fluidly than suiting fabric, you won't look boxy. For petites, look for slightly cropped lengths that stop just below the hip, which keeps the blazer from overwhelming your frame. If you want one example that strikes the right balance, consider the QUINCE Stretch Crepe double-breasted blazer. It's structured enough to hold its shape, but still soft and comfortable. Pieces like this show why the knit blazer has become a quiet essential in modern wardrobes. You'll find this option, and others I recommend, linked in the description below. The beauty of starting with a structured knit blazer is that it gives your fall wardrobe an anchor. Everything else you add on top, scarves, coats, or even handbags, looks more intentional once you have this foundation. A single piece can set the tone for elegance, and this is the one that does it. Chapter 2. Tailored wide leg pants in soft fabrics. The second essential is a pair of tailored wide leg pants in soft draped fabrics. After 50, many women stick with skinny jeans or straight leg trousers because they're familiar. But skinnies can feel restrictive, and straight cuts sometimes emphasize exactly what we'd rather not highlight. Wide leg trousers, when they're well tailored, do the opposite. They skim instead of cling, lengthen instead of shorten, and create flow instead of restriction. The secret is in the fabric. A stiff material will make wide legs look overwhelming, almost costume-like. But soft crepes, wool blends, and draped knits create movement without bulk. They follow your body line gently, then fall straight to the floor, giving the illusion of longer legs and a taller frame. When paired with a blazer, the effect is quietly powerful, refined, but never forced. Another benefit is comfort. Wide leg pants often feature higher rises and more relaxed waistbands, which feel better for long days of wear. At the same time, the tailored cut keeps them from crossing into loungewear territory. This makes them one of the rare essentials that can take you from errands to the office to an evening dinner without ever feeling out of place. Colour choice matters here as well. Neutral tones like black, navy, or charcoal will serve as wardrobe workhorses. But softer shades, taupe, ivory, even muted burgundy, can bring warmth and variety without feeling loud. And the line of your leg is extended even further. With wide leg trousers in your wardrobe, you now have the foundation of an elegant fall uniform. Structure on top, movement on the bottom. And when you're ready to layer, there's one piece that brings balance, coverage, and a modern edge all at once. That's where we head next, to the Longline waistcoat, the updated alternative to the tunic. Chapter 3. Longline waistcoat / sweater vest. Every woman over 50 knows the struggle with tunics. They promised coverage, but too often they looked dated, stuck somewhere between the 1980s and a shapeless uniform. That's why the Longline waistcoat or sweater vest is such a refreshing alternative. It gives the same sense of ease and coverage, but in a way that looks modern, sharp, and intentional. Think of it as a vertical frame for your outfit. Instead of pulling attention sideways, like a tunic, the waistcoat draws the eye up and down. This creates length, which is flattering whether you're petite, average, or tall. It's a simple piece that makes your outfit look thought out, even when the base layer is as plain as a t-shirt or a simple blouse. The styling flexibility is where this essential truly shines. Over a crisp shirt, it reads as professional. Over a light sweater, it feels casual but elevated. And when worn with wide-leg trousers, the waistcoat creates a balanced silhouette that's lean and flowing without being boxy. Length is key. A waistcoat or vest that ends just below the hip elongates, while one that falls mid-thigh adds drama and coverage. The knit versions are particularly forgiving, offering both warmth and stretch. Tailored options, on the other hand, bring more formality and structure. Both styles have their place. The choice comes down to your lifestyle and where you'll wear them most. If you want one example that strikes the right chord, look at the White House Black Market mock neck sweater vest. It has that clean vertical line with just enough modern detail to keep the look current. Pieces like this prove you don't need to cling to tunics for coverage. There are sharper, more elegant solutions. The Longline waistcoat is an understated puzzle piece. It doesn't shout for attention, but it makes everything else around it look better. And that's exactly what an elegant wardrobe should do: support you quietly, without fuss, while still leaving you feeling confident and covered. Chapter 4: Petite-Length, cropped trench or swing coat. Outerwear is where many full wardrobes fall short. Too often, coats are either oversized and overwhelming, or so long they swallow the frame. For women over 50, proportion is everything, and that's why the cropped trench or swing coat earns its place as an essential. Unlike the traditional trench that cuts mid-calf, a shorter version stops just below the hip or at the upper thigh. This slight adjustment makes a world of difference. It lightens the whole silhouette, giving you the warmth and coverage of a coat without dragging your look down. On petites, it prevents the fabric from overwhelming the figure. On taller frames, it creates a chic break in proportion that keeps outfits looking modern and sharp. The cropped trench still carries all the hallmarks of classic tailoring: clean lines, structure, and timeless appeal. The swing coat variation adds a touch of movement, with a subtle A-line that flatters the midsection without clinging. Both styles pair beautifully with wide-leg trousers or skirts, where balance between length and volume is crucial. Colour choice can either cement this coat as a neutral staple or elevate it into a statement piece. Camel and navy are the safe bets, endlessly versatile and always elegant. But don't shy away from bolder tones like forest green or plum, especially in the swing silhouette, which welcomes a touch of personality. If you want a reliable option, the QUINCE Comfort Stretch Short Trench Coat offers timeless trench detailing in a length that works with today's proportions. It's the kind of coat you'll reach for again and again when fall days can't decide between warm sun and brisk wind. The cropped trench or swing coat is more than just outerwear. It's the outer frame of your wardrobe puzzle. Once you have it, you'll see how easily it layers over the blazer, trousers, and waistcoat we've already built. And that naturally leads to the next piece, one that adds softness, movement, and elegance in a single drape: the wrap scarf. Chapter 5: Luxe Wrap Scarves with Asymmetry. Scarves often get overlooked because they're seen as an afterthought, something you grab only when it's cold. But a wrap scarf, especially one with an asymmetrical cut or oversized drape, is far more than a layer of warmth. It's a quiet statement of elegance, and for women over 50, it solves several style challenges in one. The right scarf draws the eye upward, framing the face in softness. It creates vertical lines that lengthen the body while also providing camouflage where you want it most: the midsection. Unlike heavy jewellery, which can sometimes feel fussy or out of place in a daytime look, a scarf adds detail without effort. It becomes both functional and flattering, which is the definition of timeless style. The secret lies in choosing wraps with enough volume to drape, but not so much bulk that they overwhelm your frame. A lightweight cashmere blend, a wool with a soft hand, or a structured cotton weave can all achieve this. The goal is fabric that holds shape while still moving naturally as you walk. Asymmetrical cuts work especially well because they avoid the stiff, boxy look that flat scarves can create. When thrown over one shoulder or left to fall unevenly, they instantly look modern. Colour choice is where you can inject personality. A camel or grey wrap is endlessly versatile, but jewel tones, deep burgundy, sapphire or emerald, subtle patterns like herringbone or tonal checks add texture without clashing. Another benefit of the wrap scarf is its versatility. Indoors, it works like a layering piece, giving structure and presence without needing a jacket. Outdoors, it slides easily under a cropped trench or swing coat, keeping you warm without bulk. And when travel season comes around, it doubles as a lightweight shawl for airplanes or chilly evenings. This isn't just an accessory, it's a finishing touch that brings movement and elegance to everything you wear. A wrap scarf doesn't shout for attention, but it quietly completes the look, letting the rest of your outfit feel intentional and polished. Chapter 6. Rich tone leather, or faux leather, skirt. When most women think of leather, they picture black jackets or biker styles, pieces that can feel too harsh or too young. But a leather skirt, especially in a rich tone like burgundy, forest green or deep navy, offers elegance with just the right amount of edge. Its structure and softness combined, making it one of the most underrated essentials for women over 50. Why a skirt? Because it immediately expands your options. Wide leg trousers give flow, but skirts add shape and polish. The leather texture brings depth to your outfit. Pair it with a knit blazer, and suddenly your wardrobe puzzle has a sophisticated anchor that feels modern without being trendy. The beauty of leather is its ability to hold structure. Unlike lighter fabrics that wrinkle or sag, leather keeps its line. Faux leather, when well made, does the same while being lighter and easier to care for. Both options offer longevity. They're not one-season purchases, but investments that carry forward year after year. For a piece that captures this balance, take a look at the Dynamite Marlowe faux leather midi skirt. It has that rich texture and wearable shape, perfect for pairing with blouses, blazers, or even boots. You'll find this option and other examples I recommend linked in the description below. Styling is simple but impactful. Pair a leather skirt with block heel boots and a cozy sweater for day, then switch to a structured blazer for evening. Jewel tone skirts in particular add visual interest while staying grounded. They're bold without being loud. The addition of leather texture takes your fall wardrobe beyond the basics. And as we continue layering these puzzle pieces together, the next essential builds on this foundation perfectly. Footwear. Because no matter how elegant the outfit, it's never complete until the shoes can carry you through the season with confidence. Chapter 7. Mid-heel block boots. Shoes are often where outfits succeed or fall apart. Too high and they feel impractical. Too flat and they drag the whole look down. That's why the mid-heel block boot is the footwear essential for fall. It hits the perfect middle ground, stable, stylish, and flattering. The block heel provides balance and support so you can walk comfortably without wobbling or strain. Unlike a stiletto, which narrows the base of your step, a block heel distributes weight more evenly. This makes it far more wearable for daily life, whether you're running errands, meeting friends for lunch, or spending a day exploring a new city. Ankle-length boots pair beautifully with wide-leg trousers, leather skirts, or even dresses layered with tights. They create a clean break at the ankle, elongating your legs when chosen in the same tone as your pants or hosiery. Knee-high boots, on the other hand, bring drama and coverage. They're ideal for pairing with skirts or dresses, especially in colder weather, where they add both warmth and structure. Leather and suede are classic choices, but pay attention to finish. Smooth leather reads polished and sharp, while suede offers a softer, more approachable texture. Neutral colours, black, brown, taupe, will always serve as wardrobe staples, but don't underestimate the power of a deep burgundy or forest green boot to tie your outfit together in unexpected ways. The mid-heel height, usually around 2 inches, is where elegance meets practicality. It gives just enough lift to lengthen the leg, but not so much that you feel unstable. It's a shoe that respects your comfort while still elevating your style. Think of mid-heel block boots as the steady ground beneath the wardrobe puzzle we've been building. They don't draw too much attention, yet they support everything else, literally and visually. Once you have them in place, every outfit you build feels more complete, as if your foundation has been quietly secured. Chapter 8. Statement neck details, not jewelry. Necklines often don't get the attention they deserve, yet they can transform how an entire outfit feels. For women over 50, a statement neckline can do what heavy jewelry sometimes cannot. Frame the face with elegance, add interest without clutter, and highlight your best features in a subtle, refined way. High-quality turtlenecks, draped cowls, or softly ruched collars create dimension right where people naturally focus, the face. These designs draw the eye upward, giving your outfit presence without needing a bold necklace. They also soften the transition between face and body, which is especially flattering as our skin changes with time. The beauty of statement necklines is their flexibility. A ribbed turtleneck worn under a blazer creates structure, while a soft cowl neck sweater paired with wide-leg trousers feels cozy yet elevated. Draped collars work beautifully with leather skirts, offering balance to the strong texture below. Each of these options brings detail and sophistication without relying on accessories to finish the look. Color can elevate these pieces even further. Jewel tones at the neckline, emerald, plum, sapphire, bring radiance to the complexion, while classic neutrals like cream or camel highlight the lines of the design itself. The neckline becomes the feature, not just the color. And the practical side matters too. Statement necklines mean less fuss in accessorizing. You don't need to think about matching necklaces, clasps, or chains. The neckline itself does the work. This makes them especially useful for travel or busy days, when simplicity and elegance must go hand in hand. In the wardrobe puzzle we've been building, the neckline plays a special role. It completes the upper half of the outfit, and as we put the final piece into place, we move to the accessory that ties everything together, the handbag. This last essential is where texture and tone meet function, and it's the final mark of elegance for fall. Chapter 9. Textured handbags in jewel tones. The final puzzle piece in your fall wardrobe is the handbag. It may seem like a small detail, but the right bag has the power to unify an outfit, to take all the layers, colours and textures you've chosen and tie them into one elegant statement. For fall, nothing does this better than a textured handbag in a rich jewel tone. Why jewel tones? Because they carry depth and sophistication without being loud. A bag in burgundy, emerald, or deep sapphire adds a layer of richness that neutrals alone can't provide. These colours echo the natural palette of fall, while still standing out as refined and intentional choices. They pair effortlessly with camel coats, navy blazers, giving your outfits just enough pop to feel special. Texture is equally important. Smooth leather is classic, but croc embossing, suede finishes, or soft-grained leathers bring visual interest that elevates even the simplest look. A textured bag feels less like a functional tote and more like an accessory chosen with care. It says you've considered the details, and in style, details matter. Size and structure also play a role. A mid-sized handbag offers practicality without overwhelming the frame. Structured silhouettes give polish, while softer shapes can be more relaxed for weekends or travel. The key is balance. The bag should complement, not compete with, the rest of your outfit. What makes this accessory so powerful is its versatility. The same dual-toned bag can work with wide leg pants and a blazer during the day, then elevate a leather skirt and scarf ensemble at night. It's not about having a dozen handbags. It's about investing in one that works across occasions, adding elegance every time you carry it. With this final piece in place, the puzzle is complete. From blazers to skirts, scarves to boots, each item we've built upon finds its resolution here. The handbag is the quiet exclamation mark, the detail that finishes the sentence of your style. Elegance isn't about keeping up with every new trend. It's about choosing the right pieces, one by one, until your wardrobe feels whole. With these essentials in place, you don't just dress for fall, you carry yourself with confidence in every season of life. Everything I mentioned is linked for you in the description below, and if you'd like to take this further, click on the video that's on your screen right now. And don't forget to grab your free fashion guide for women over 50 in the description.